Hey, it's Jamie Miller from Miller and Miller, and I want to thank you for coming to another edition of Facebook Live. Today we are going to talk about medical bankruptcy and exactly what that means. And as you may know, the bankruptcy laws are found in the Bankruptcy Code. This is a set of laws that state exactly what bankruptcy is. And the one thing that you won't see in the Bankruptcy Code is the term medical bankruptcy. And so it's a kind of this misnomer that there's a type of bankruptcy that is called and defined as medical bankruptcy. And it really isn't. What medical bankruptcy really refers to is when someone has a lot of medical bills and needs to file bankruptcy to discharge those debts. And what's really kind of challenging about this medical bankruptcy, and the good news is that you can get rid of medical bills. You can get rid of debts that are incurred because of medical bills. But what's interesting is, how does one accumulate medical debt? And even when, what we find quite often is, even when people have health insurance, the rising costs of deductibles and co-pays will often put people in a situation where they need to file bankruptcy, unfortunately. So this isn't something that just is impacting the uninsured, those that don't have health insurance. It's those that perhaps are underinsured when it comes to insurance. So, for instance, you may have $100,000 medical bill and have a copay that may be 10%. So of that $100,000 in medical, your insurance company is paying $90,000, but you're left with a $10,000 copay that you're responsible for. And in those situations, it's likely that you may have to file bankruptcy to get rid of that debt. So if you have hospital bills and medical bills, and you have debts that are incurred because of an injury or an accident, a medical bankruptcy is something that you may want to think about. And what's really frustrating, hey Aaron, thanks for listening. I see my friend Nick is listening, and Mark. Appreciate you guys spending a few minutes. It was a frustrating morning on Facebook. We were supposed to come on at 11 o'clock, but got a little delayed. But we're here. I was supposed to have my partner here at Miller & Miller, Mark Gauthier, joining us also, but technology prevented that. But I'm sure he has a lot of information that he'll share at a later date. But just wanted to kind of get the word out there on medical bankruptcy and what you need to think about. And one of the things that we're going to discuss when you come into our office to talk about your medical bills and whether or not you should file a bankruptcy is, what are the alternatives? Is there an alternative to not filing a bankruptcy? And what can be really frustrating, you may have a debt with a certain hospital or certain healthcare provider, and that might be the only debt. It could be a significant debt. You could have had a hospitalization where you were there for 2 days at Freighter or St. Mary's or something like that, and you have a $10,000 bill. And how easy you would think it is to call the healthcare provider and work out a repayment plan or work out some sort of deal. But what we find that is really frustrating is that it's really hard to negotiate a medical debt. So if you come to us and you say, I have a $20,000 credit card, and what are the options? Well, I can tell you, with that credit card debt, there's a lot of options to do debt negotiation. And one of the frustrating things that we constantly see with our clients is that one medical bill that you think, if the healthcare provider would accept a debt negotiation, they would be more than willing to settle the debt. But unfortunately, they just don't. You may be able to make a significant repayment plan, but the healthcare providers are very reluctant to enter into payment arrangements. So bankruptcy often will be the solution. And thanks, Ellen. If you have any questions or you want to speak to a lawyer, you can always reach out to us at our website at milwaukeebankruptcy.com, or you can call 414-875-3816. We're happy to talk to you about your medical bankruptcy or your medical debt and solutions that we can offer there, as well as talk about any other issues or other debts that you're concerned with. Thank you so much for allowing me in this stream today. I really appreciate it. I know you have a lot of choices when you're online. It means a lot that you allowed me in your home or wherever you're at today. Again, if you have any questions, call us at 414-875-3816 or check us out at milwaukeebankruptcy.com. Take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon at a Facebook Live coming up in the next few weeks. Thank you.